Hello everyone. We will continue the topic internal table. In the last class, we discussed about different types of definition of internal table, how to define the internal table in a different ways. Today we will do the practical and we will see the programs. Okay. So we will start with the first program. I already have written in my notepad. I will just copy that and we will do the practical. Now, what is this? We have defined one internal table IT underscore LFA1 with help of data keyword. And what is the syntax we have used? Data IT LFA1 like LFA1 occurs 100. If we go to our PPT, this is our second type of definition. IT2 like LFA1 occurs 0. Of course, it has no header table. So we will go back to our coding. So IT LFA1 is our internal table. Okay. IT LFA1 is our internal table like LFA1 means we are referring to standard table LFA1. So we will see what is LFA1 first. To see any kind of standard table, we have to go to transaction code SE11. We already have discussed this in our data dictionary topic. And what is the transaction code for data dictionary? SE11. If we go to SE11, it will create another window because I have go with /o. If I click on /n, then it will override the current session. Now we are using /o SE11. We are in database dictionary. So what is the database table? LFA1. We'll go to display. Now, what is LFA1? LFA1 is standard table. What is the standard table? Vendor master table. It is a vendor master table. And how many fields are there? There are 147 fields are there of LFA1 table. Now, if I go to table content, how can we go to table content? What are the contents in table? We have this option called contents. We have to click on the contents. We'll go to contents. We'll see what are the details, what are the records in our standard table in LFA1. So I will select the data from database table. So there are, how many records are there? There are 139 fields are displayed. Out of 139 fields, we are displaying only 9 fields. Okay, what are the 9 fields? MNDT, listener, land 1, name 1 and so on. 9 fields. And how many records we are showing? We will see. Okay. Total select entries is 39. 39 records are there in our standard table LFA1. How many records? 39 records. How many fields? 139 fields. Because we are taking list width as 250, so we can able to display only 139 tables. If we increase the list width, we can have all the 147 fields. Okay. Now we will go back to our coding section. Now the internal table IT underscore LFA1 referring to our LFA1 standard tables occurs 0. What we have done here, we have defined our internal table. We have defined our internal table. Similarly, we have defined another work area. Okay, work area, because it has not header line. It has no header line. So if we want to insert some data, we have to use the work area or internal table header data. Okay. So we have defined one work area. What is the work area? AA underscore LFA1 like LFA1. So what is the difference between this one and this one? Okay. Only the difference is occurs keyword. Okay. Only the difference is occurs keyword. With the help of occurs keyword, we can define it as a internal table. If we remove the occurs keyword, it will treat like as a work area or program structure or internal table header. Okay. So what is this one? LFA1, it is a work area. Okay. We already have discussed this, what is work area, what is internal table in our previous classes. You can go and you can watch that. Okay. So now we have defined our internal table and we have defined one work area. Now we will insert the data of LFA1. Okay, we will insert the data of LFA1 into our internal table. How to do that? We will use select query. Select star from LFA1 into LFA1. Okay, now I will explain how the data will be inserted. Okay, now, so this is our standard table LFA1. Okay, this is our standard table LFA1. Now, this is our work area, because work area can contain one record at a time. Only one record at a time. Okay, work area, and this is our internal table body. Okay, this is our internal table body. Now, we will select all the records from LFA1 table. Select star from LFA1. Select star from LFA1 means all the records from LFA1 will be selected, and we are going to insert into our internal table. How to insert? First record we will place it in our work area. Then we will send the record from work area to internal table. It is just like a internal table header. Okay, it is just like a internal table header. So how the data will be inserted into internal table? From header to body. This is internal table body. We will treat it like a internal table header or work area. Okay, so the first record will go to work area. Then the record we will place it in our body. Then again the second record will go to the work area. Again the second record will place it in our internal table body. Third record will go to work area, and third record will go to internal table body. Similarly, all the records will one by one go to work area, and after that one by one will be added to our internal table body. Okay, now we will see in the coding what we have done here. We have used the select query. Select star from LFA1 into work area LFA1. Now append work area LFA1 to internal table LFA1. So the first record will be moved from append from work area to internal table body. So inserting record in internal table. How will it insert? From work area to body with help of keyword append. We are appending. We are just inserting from work area to internal table. Now we will clear the work area. After the first record, okay, after the first record, we will clear the work area. Then again we will send the second record to work area, and we will again append the second record to our internal table. In the similar way, we will insert all the records from LFA1 to internal table through our work area. Okay, with help of work area, we will append all the records from internal table, from standard table LFA1 to internal table IT underscore LFA1. So IT underscore LFA1 is our internal table, and AA underscore LFA1 is our work area or internal table header. Okay. Now insertion is done. We have inserted all the records in our internal table. How? One by one. Okay. It is working as a loop. First record will inserted into internal table. Again the loop will start. Again the second record will inserted until all the records. Okay. Until all the records, it will keep on looping. Now insertion is done. We have defined our internal table. We have inserted records to our internal table. Now we want to display the records from the internal table. How to display the records? It is just reverse of insertion. Okay. So with help of looping concept, what is the statement we have written here? Loop at IT LFA1, loop at IT LFA1 into AA LFA1. Now what will happen? The first record will go to work area, and here from here work area to this is our display screen. Okay, this is our display screen. So first record will go to work area, and from work area to display. Okay, again we will clear the work area. Second record will go to work area and work area to display. Again, we will clear the work area. Similarly, third record will go to body to work area, internal table body to work area. Okay. Now, it will loop until all the records will fetch from internal table body to work area. Okay. Internal table body into work area. Remember the syntax. Select star from LFA1 into AA underscore LFA1. Okay. Select star from LFA1 into underscore LFA1. Loop at IT LFA1 into LFA1. It is just reverse. Okay. Now we will save the code. We will check syntax. We will activate. Now, to display the looping, I just want to use the debugger. At later point of time, I will explain the whole concept of debugging. At this point of time, you don't need to worry about debugging. I just want to display how the looping will done and how one by one record will display. Okay. Now, here one more thing is, what is site ABIX? Site ABIX is nothing but it is a system variable. Site ABIX is a system variable. It will display serial number, okay, or record number. For the first record, it will display as 1. For the second record, it will display as 2. For the third record, it will display as 3. Similarly, the number of records, it will display as the number of the record. Okay. Now, we will execute in a debugging mode. We'll go to the debugger section. We'll always use or prefer the desktop 3 because it is very easy and easy to handle and easy to understand. Now, I will explain what is F5, what is F6, what is F7, what is F8 during our debugging session. As of now, I want to just, explain you how the looping will be done. Okay. We go inside our looping. We'll execute our first loop. Okay. Now we will see what are the values of this field. Okay. The first will site ABIX as 1. If I double click on site ABIX, here we can see the variable site ABIX and the value is 1. For the first record, we are retrieving the data. Listener value is this much. And what is the name one? Name one is test underscore Dan. Okay. Again, if I go to F5, the loop will end. Again, it will start looping for the second record. Okay. We'll just notice the site ABIX value. Now it is 2 for the second listener value or second record value. Okay. If I do keep on doing this, it will change. Now it is 3. Okay. Similarly, we will do the entire looping until all the records are retrieved. Okay. So how many records? 39 records. Okay. If I go to always compare your programming with your standard table data. Okay. We are retrieving data from standard table. So always compare the data from your program to your standard table. Okay. If I go to standard table, how many records are there? We have 39 records. And how many records we are retrieving with our program? 39 records. So our program is correct. We are fetching correct number of data. Okay. What is this 1, 2, 3, 4? This is nothing but our site ABIX value. Site ABIX. It is a system variable which will show the serial number or the record number. How many records? 39 records. What is the last site ABIX value? 39 is the last site ABIX value. We'll go back to our program. Okay. So I will explain the debugging concept later point of time. As of now, I just want to display the looping concept, how the looping will be done one by one. So it will fetch one record from internal table, it will send it to work area and it will display. Similarly, it will loop for 39 times because we have 39 records. So it will loop for 39 times. Similarly, select also looping will be done for 39 times. It will take 39 times to retrieve 39 records from standard table LFA1 and to put it in our internal table. Okay. I hope you understand the program. Now, if I do one thing, now we are using work area. Okay. Now we are using work area. I'll just comment this program and we'll go for another program. I'll just copy the program. What I will do here, I will just write it as with header line. Okay, with header line. So it has header. So we don't need to declare the work area now. So we don't need to declare the work area. By default, it has header. And what is the header value? What is the header value here? The header value is nothing but IT underscore LFA1. Same name. IT underscore LFA1 is header and body. Okay, header and body, both name are IT underscore LFA1. So now select star from LFA1 into work area. Instead of work area, what we will use? We will use our internal table header. IT underscore LFA1 is our internal table header. Again, append. What we will append? We will append our header data to body. So first record is in our internal table header. So this is our internal table header. IT underscore LFA1 is our header. Now, what we'll do? IT underscore LFA1 to LFA1. Okay. Append IT underscore LFA1 to IT underscore LFA1. So we are appending our first record from internal table header to internal table body. Again, we will clear the header IT underscore LFA1. We will do the 39 times of loop for the retrieving of data from LFA1 to our internal table. Now, similarly, we will retrieving the data from body to header and we will display the result, display the number of records. Loop at IT underscore LFA1, this is our body, and into IT underscore LFA1, this is our header, internal table header. This is our internal table body. This is our internal table header, from body to header. While using select query, it is from header to body. While displaying the result, it is from body to header. Reverse, just reverse. Site topics, and what we will display, what are the values we will display? We will display the header data. Okay, because we are displaying from header or work area. So we will display from header, IT underscore LFA1. This is our header, not body. Remember, we are taking the value from body to header. Now the value is in header. We will display from header, IT underscore LFA1 hyphen listener, IT underscore LFA1 hyphen name1. And we will clear the header data, IT underscore LFA1. We will do the execution and we will see the result. Check syntax, activate, execute. Okay, we are getting the same 39 number of records, but this time what we have done here, we have used our internal table header. We removed the work area. We did not define work area. We defined the internal table with header. Okay, we defined the internal table with header. What is this definition? This definition is our third type of definition. Okay, this is our third type of definition. IT3 like LFA1 occurs 0 with header line. Okay, so we defined the third type of definition. We remove the work area. We don't use the work area here. We use the internal table header only. And with internal table header, we select data. Select star means select all the data from LFA1. We selected all the data from LFA1. We are putting it to IT table header and from header to body. Okay, similarly displaying is from body to header and we are displaying at header level. Okay, now we have one point here. Here IT underscore LFA1 is our header and IT underscore LFA1 is our body. Both name are same. In this case, if the both name are same, if we are declaring the internal table with header, we may use this IT underscore LFA1 as header, or we can just simply write it as IT underscore LFA1. We can just simply write as append IT underscore LFA1. I'll do it in another program. I'll just comment it. Now we will remove this header name. We'll just write it as IT underscore LF1. This means IT underscore LFA1 to IT underscore LFA1. Okay, this means header to body. Okay, we are appending header to body. We are appending header to body. Okay, similarly, we can write it as loop at IT underscore LFM. We can remove the IT underscore LFM1. Okay, we can directly write as loop at IT underscore LFM. Okay, so this means also IT underscore LFM1 into IT underscore LFM1. By default, system will consider the header and body concept of internal table. By default, it will take as IT underscore LFM1 as header in case of select query and in case of loop concept also. Okay, so again we will do the same thing. Check syntax, activate, execute. We'll get the same result. Okay, so this is more convenient, more easy to understand, more performance wise more better than the previous program. We will do slowly. We'll increase our coding with respect to our performance of our system. Okay, we'll do the next coding here. I hope you understand all the concept of header and body. It is very easy. Keep on watching 2-3 times. You will understand. If you don't understand, then you can comment in the below and I will explain once again. Okay. So I will go to our next program. Yes. And copy the program. Now, what we have done here, we have defined our internal table with header line. So what is the header table name? IT underscore LFA1 only. Okay. Now, at this in this program, we are fetching all the records from the LFA1. We are fetching all the records from LFA1. No matter what is the country is, or no matter what is the language is. But here, what we have requirement? We have requirement that user will give some country. User will give some country name, and based on that country name, we will retrieve the data. Okay. So for user input value, what we have to do? We have to define parameters keyword. We have to define parameters keyword so that we can create a variable p underscore land1 where user can input his value. Okay. If you don't understand what is parameters keyword, what is user input value, what is user input field, then you can go to the previous videos where I have defined in the time of parameters keyword. You can go to the video and you can watch that again. Okay. So we are defining parameters. We have defined one internal table with header line IT underscore LFA1 like LFA1 occurs 100 with header line. Okay. Now we are defining one user input value, user input field. What is the name of the field? P underscore land1 is the user input field. So once we execute this program, it will create a selection screen. Once we use parameters keyword, it will create a selection screen with user input field P underscore land1. It will create. Let me show you. Check syntax. Okay. Where is it? Okay. I'll remove this one just because we don't use that work area. Now, check syntax. Activate. Now, if I use parameters keyword, if I use any user input field value in our program, then upon execution of the program, it will first create a selection screen where user can input the value. Okay. See, the variable is p underscore land1, value is. So here in this field, user will put the required value, whatever the value user will input. Now go back to our program. So we defined parameters keyword p underscore land1, a user input field where user will put some country name. Okay, put some country name. And what is the data time and length of the variable p underscore land1? It is similar to LFA1 land1. What is LFA1 land1? We'll go there We'll see what is LFA1 land 1. We'll go back. Now land 1, this is the table field of LFA1. LFA1 is the standard table. Standard table field is land 1. Land 1 means what is the data element of this? Land 1 underscore GP. Okay. And what is the data type? Data type is char. And what is the length? Length is 3. Same data type char and length 3 will be assigned to our parameter or variable p underscore land 1. Okay. P underscore land 1. If I go back to my program, the data type and length of the field p underscore land 1 is similar to LFA1 land 1, which is char and length 3. Okay, what is char and length 3? Okay. Now similarly, what we have done here, select star from LFA1. We are selecting all the records LFA1 into IT underscore LFA1. IT underscore LFA1 is nothing but our internal table, where condition is where land 1 is p underscore land 1. In the field of p underscore land 1, user will put some value where that value matches to our records, where land 1 equals to p underscore land 1. Only those records will be selected. Select all the records. From these all records, compare the land 1 value with p underscore land 1. Suppose user has given the value US. Land 1 equals to US. So only the US record will fetched. Okay. Now again append IT underscore LFA1 to IT underscore LFA1. We are inserting the record from header to body, and keep on we are doing until all the records related to US are not fetched. Okay. Again for display, loop at IT underscore LFA1 into IT underscore LFA1. This is from body to header. Okay. IT underscore LFA1, and we will display the result. Site ABX, LIFNA, name 1 and land 1 value also. Okay. Now we will check syntax. We'll activate, execute. Suppose user give US. Okay. Suppose user give the value US. So based on US, what is the land 1 value? Land 1 equals to US. Select star from LFA1 into IT underscore LFA1 from standard table to internal table body, where the land is US. Only the record related to US. If I execute this one, only 2 records are found for country US. Okay. Only 2 records are found for country US. Now if I use for DE means Germany. If I execute, how many records? 11 records are found. These are the value of site ABX. Okay, understand? Now, what we have done here, we are just filtering the record based on user input. We are just filtering the record based on user input. What is the filtering value? Filtering value is land 1. Okay, based on land 1, we are filtering the records. We'll go for next program. This is nothing but the same one only. I'll explain it here only. We'll execute later. IT underscore LF1, we are declaring internal table with header. So no need of defining work area here also. Select star from LFA1 into table LFA1. I'll do it in the program. This is very important. This is more related to performance. So I'll go there. Now, what we have done here, we have defined internal table with header line. We are selecting star from here. What we are doing here, we are selecting single record, place it in the internal table header, then into our body. But here we are directly placing all the records of LFA1, all the records of LFA1 into table, this keyword. Remember this keyword, into table. Okay, this table, this keyword. What is the keyword? Into table. Wherever you define into table keyword, what it will does, it will select all the records from LFA1 and it will put it into internal table body, directly body, not header. We will not use the header here while inserting the data. It will not use the header. It will directly put all the records, all 39 records in body, all the 39 records into the internal table body. But while displaying, we have to do the same. IT underscore LFA1, we have to remove one record and we have to place it in our work area or internal table header, and we have to display. Similar thing only. We'll check syntax, we'll execute. 39 records displayed. What is the difference between these two? This is with help of header table and this is without help of header table. We are placing all the records to internal table body directly with help of keyword into table. Okay, into table. If we use into table, all the records from LFA1 will directly goes to internal table body. What is the internal table? IT underscore LFA1. But here no into table, it is only into. So one by one record will go to internal table header, then from header to body. Okay, from header to body, we have to append from header to body. So this is more convenient, right? This is more convenient. We'll put all the records directly, then we will retrieve one by one record for display. It is more better for performance of the program, right? So I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.